Good afternoon and good evening to everyone. Welcome. My name is Richard Affolter and I'm the director of WEBA. Our company is based over here in Europe, in Switzerland. So thank you everyone to join. I can see that more people are joining at the moment. So I invite everyone to remain on mute modality. This is very important in order to hold this webinar together with Amster. We ask everyone to remain on mute modality. So I can see that many of you still activated. So please, very important, deactivate this. Thank you very much so that we can start. I can see we are reaching about 116 people now, and this is great. And I can see that many other are on waiting list. So let's start in about 1 minute. And I hope everything is fine in India and that we can start with this information about job placement in the Balkan area, specifically this case in Albania and in other country near Albania in the Balkan area. So please remain on mute modality, everyone. This is very important so that we can start. Voila, fantastic. I can see that the support I have with me today, Benarda. Hello, Benarda. If you are here, you can come on board just to say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Benarda. Everything okay?
Hello.
Yeah, everything okay.
Fantastic, fantastic. We have around 180 workers from India, from Amster at the moment who join us, and I can see that many more are joining inside at the moment. So everyone needs to be a little bit patient until everyone is joining and just remain on the mute modality. Then I can see my colleague from Amster are here as well. So if my colleague from Amster are here, please join.
Hi.
Hello, how are you today?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you for
excited to
joining us.
know about the webinar, and all have participated. More than 100 plus our candidates are participating in this great webinar, and for your words.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you very much to join. And I just welcome more people who just are a little bit late and they are now coming inside. So very important again. Please
Here I'm
remain
introducing
everyone.
our coordinator, Gidu. She is the coordinator for the event, for the webinar, and she will be asking the questions and doubts and clarification in between. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. So fantastic. I think we can start now and voila, we are ready. We are reaching about 180 workers. So let me share my screen first of all, and this will help you to understand on which level we are now. So there, everyone can hear me very well. Benarda, can you hear me very well?
Yes, I can hear you very well, but some people doesn't hear you.
Yeah, if some people do not hear me, they need maybe to go out of the computer and come back again because the sound is very, very good. There is absolutely no problem with the sound. I can hear that 95% of the people can hear me. So I invite for the one who cannot hear me at the moment, just go out of the computer and then come back again. Maybe they did not enter in a correct way. This can happen sometimes. There is absolutely not a problem. The important is that you remain on mute modality when you enter inside. This is fundamental. Okie dokie, so I think we are quite there. Fantastic. So let me share my screen, as I mentioned before. So first of all, I would like to give a short introduction about the company that I represent, which is WEBA World. Our company is since 2004 in this industry in placing international students from around the world and international workers who are working over here in Europe. So this is a little bit about our company. I will not go through the profile, everything. I will send this to you by email. You can go to our company profile. We have our office over here in Switzerland. We have our partner in the UAE. We have our partner in China. We have our partner in many other locations. My name is Richard Affolter. I'm the director. Then we have the rest of the team, and Daniela Corrado, Jimmy, Lina, Camarus in Thailand, Antonio in Spain, Mary Jane, Barai Kaur, and some more. This is our China team. These are some of our sponsor clients who attend. We are cooperating with ETHSIL in India. ETHSIL in India is the Association of Organization of University in India. So we are working very close with them since many, many years. We have worked with the British Council and the Association of Boarding School. So this is just to give you a short information about what we're doing. Some of our clients, candidates, they are coming from everywhere in the world. As you can see, we have our candidate from Asia, from India, from the CIS country, from Saudi Arabia, from Africa, and more. We're organizing many workshops as well, including in New Delhi. We just had a workshop in New Delhi about 3 months ago, in which we welcome many organizations in charge of the recruitment of students and of workers who are interested to work in Europe. This is just a short overview about what we do, how we working. We work as well with a lot of university, and we welcome many time workers and their organization like Amster in Europe. So it's very kind that no one is putting this red line here in between. Is not very polite. But anyway, this is about our organization. So this is just to give you a short information. Now we had the opportunity to welcome from Amsterdam, we had the opportunity to welcome workers in Albania, and this is why we are here today for the webinar. And these are 2 workers who arrived, I presume, 2 weeks ago. And
one week ago.
1 week ago, thank you. So they arrived 1 week ago, and this worker are welder. So they started to this week. We have many workers from India who come to Europe, in this case in Albania. And that is just to give you an idea that we have already Indian staff coming here to Albania and working. So this is for you very important to know. Now, how this process is working, we are cooperating with Amster. Amster is selecting the candidate and is doing the interview and is explaining about the job opportunity that we have in Albania. Now, in order to prepare this, we ask many documents in order that these documents will be good for the Albanian embassy, because the Albanian embassy is the one who will provide the visa. So what I mean under good, so I prepare some documents to give you an idea how we need the document in order that we can find, first of all, a company that will hire you. And second one, we need to go to the process of the labor office in Albania, and then we need to go through the visa process with the Albanian government. So we receive many applications from Amster, and we want to say thank you very much for this. But what is very important is the document that every one of you need to prepare and to provide this to Amster. I know that many of you already prepare documents and already apply, etc. but still we have sometimes, let's say, a lot of concern that these documents are not good enough for apply for a visa. So I want to share now, and I want to show you and explain you a little bit how you have to prepare this document. Now, the first step, we always ask every single candidate, or he's coming from India, or from Brazil, or from any country in the world, that we need, first of all, a video. Now, I just select one video, and I wanted to show this video from one of your candidates that we have inside here.
Industry. This is my passport. My passport number is Y8304073. The passport issued from Kozhikode Passport.
So as you can see, he is applying for a job as a welder. So he dressed like a welder. So he prepared himself with a copy of the passport, and as well the dress code is for the job that he's applying for.
Passport office, and the date of issue is 31st August 2023, and the date of expiry is 30 August 2033. My residential address is Karisheri House, Nedungam PO, Mapini, Kannur District, Kerala.
So now another point that you can understand is the volume of this video is very low. So you have to understand that our job is to share the information with a company who will then decide to hire him. So it's very important that besides his dress code is correct, but as well the voice should be a little bit more understandable, so that the person who will hire him will understand what he's saying, and he will understand in details what is his performance on his jobs.
State, India. My PIN code number is 670631. Thank you.
So as well here in this video, you have to think if you are the director of a company who hire and they need 10 people, and you receive this video. As you can see, the dress is correct, the glass is correct, but the job that he's doing always the same movement. Okay, so we have to understand that today we're in 2024, and it's possible to prepare a much better video and which show more work, not only this little work which he's doing all the time. So we have to understand a company owner have 25 candidates and only 3 are available. So if I am a company owner, if I have 25 video and this is one of the video, I will technically not hire him because I cannot see his performance, because I have other video which I can really see more performance. So this is a very important point. Always doing the same job. So this is why we do this webinar today, to explain you what is important, because we need to share this information to everyone. First, to the company who will hire them. Okay, let's presume the company will say, okay, I'm interested and I will do an interview to this candidate. Then we organize an interview, and let's presume that he can present himself very, very good. It's fine. The next step is he will receive the contract, he will need to sign the contract, and then after we start with the visa process. But then we need to send all this information as well to the first to the labor office, who will give the approval, but then we need to send this to the Albanian embassy. So the Albanian embassy as well will check into all the documents that we provide to them from A to Z. Now, let's presume someone working in a government will check this performance. Like me, and I presume like the majority of you will see that this video is, I don't know, is this real or not? He do this job or not? Because he always do the same job, the same point. So it's very difficult to understand if the candidate is genuine or not genuine. And this is all about, sometimes we receive rejected visa. Why we receive rejected visa? What is the problem behind? The problem behind sometimes is because they believe the candidate is not genuine. And if it's not genuine, is always a negative point. And this is, for me, something that is frustrating, because it's frustrating for Amster, it's frustrating for us that we are working here, is frustrating for the people who are working. So this is sometimes the problem that we are facing. So this is why I will ask everyone from today forward, when you do a video, you need to show the performance of your work, but not only one point, but more. We need to understand immediately if we can hire you or not. And this is one of the major problems that we had in this. We had good success, logical, but we had as well issue in this period of the year. Now, let's go to another point. Another point is, I don't know, someone is enjoying themselves to put some red and yellow. I will invite you to be very kind and not put any red and yellow notes in between. Anyway, this is a reference letter. So this is a reference letter, very clear. We can see here a reference letter which we received from candidate. This is very perfect, clear. We can see the dates, we can see the signature, we can see the stamp, we can see the company. So this is a reference letter that we are receiving, which is good. So when we receive this type of reference letter, what before we receive it, what you have to do, you have to notarize this reference letter. But we receive, unfortunately, many reference letters which are not signed, which they don't have any dates, which are like photocopies, so you cannot see it very well. So when we forward this, let's presume they will be accepted. But when we forward this to the Labor Office and then to the Albanian embassy, if the reference letter is not made in a good way, they say Geno is not a genuine candidate. So this is why we ask everyone to provide us this type of professional, very good made reference letter, which really clear indicated that for the job that you apply for is written that you had experience in the job from the company, with the signature and with the date. This is, and with the stamp. This is very, very important. So this document must be notarized. Okay, but unfortunately, we had cases where the visa was rejected because the reference letter was not good as well, because there was not genuine for many, many reasons. So this is why we have this webinar to make sure that in the future, this will not happen again, and then that you provide professional reference letter. Another point is the CV, the curriculum. The curriculum is very, very important. Sometimes we have curriculum that we receive which are disaster. So this is a curriculum which we can see here one, we can see here one, we can see curriculum with a photo, with some information about the past. So these are well made. And this is very, very important when we have this type of information. And very important as well is back to the reference letter, which we noted and happened back to this one, I forgot to tell you, is that the company in Albania, but then as well the Albanian government is contacting this company to check if the company is real, who issued this reference letter. They would like to speak with Mr. Muhi Haider Rania. They want to see that this is genuine. So many times we receive a refusal visa, not many times, but we receive refusal visa because the reference letter which we received and we suppose that everything was genuine is a fake reference letter, or was not very clear, was not clear with the name of the person who signed, etc. Because now the Albanian embassy contact the company directly in India. They contact the company in Brazil, they contact the company in South Africa, the company in Russia, everywhere. They contact the company and they check if this gentleman was working there for 2 years. So they always double check. So on our side is, and on Amstel side, to receive the document, but we need to be sure that these documents are real and very, very clear. So this is a very important point for you to understand. Another very important point for you to understand is that back to the CV, is to prepare a good CV. A CV with an existing email. It happens sometimes that the government send an email and the email came back, jumped back. So very important, make sure when you prepare a curriculum that your mobile phone number is correct, that your email is correct, and that what you write down in the curriculum, everything is correct. For us, this is very, very important. I can see that more people are joining us. I can see that people join us 35 minutes later. This is another problem that we face, not with Amstel Group, but in general. When the meeting is at 11 o'clock, is 11 o'clock, is not 20 past 11 or 45 minutes past 11. It's very important that that this is something that you need to realize. You know, at least here in Switzerland, when we have, or in Albania, when the meeting is 11 o'clock, we have to be there 10 minutes before, not 20 minutes after. So sometimes some worker was not receiving the job because they were late. Just to make a long story short, very important is the timing. Now, another point that I want to discuss with you is we had the opportunity to offer some jobs in Albania, and especially for car polish, etc. And we realized that we receive, I don't say everyone, but we receive about 80% of people who do not have any idea about the job. So I invite everyone to always Okay, so I invite everyone, please, when you apply for a job, apply for the job that you learned, not for another job. I don't want to go more in this detail, but we noted, unfortunately, we had many interviews, and sometimes we realized during the interview that the candidate was not able to do this job. So this is a little bit embarrassing for the employer who came, you know, to make the interview for us that we introduced to them. So if you're a waiter, you have to apply for a waiter. If you are a welder, you have to apply for a welder. If you are working in agriculture, you have to apply for agriculture. You cannot apply for polish a car or polish a boat. This is just an example. But we need to be very, very careful. Again, I'm happy to tell you these people arrive. They was welder. They provide excellent documents, excellent video with show the performance when of the job. So this was very good. This is what we want. We want people like this one who really provide us letter, certificate. Every letter, every certificate must be notarized by a legal lawyer. Very important, notarized by a legal lawyer, because the Albanian government is checking every single document. So if some documents are not real, or if they call the company in India and they check, did this Mr. Subesh, I make an example now, work as a welder in this company for the last 5 years as per the document that we have here? Yes, Mr. Subesh worked here 5 years. He was a very good person. He gave a very good performance of his work, etc., etc. So this is something what help us. But again, unfortunately, we had many other cases that the Albanian government call and no one pick up the phone on the other side. Maybe sometimes it happen because of the time difference. We know. We don't know. What we do, we provide the jobs. Our work is to provide you jobs opportunity in Albania. Amster Jobs is to interview candidates and receive the documents, and your jobs is to prepare professional documents. This is very important. Your job is to prepare the documents in a professional way, notarized, create a very good performance video, which we know, which we can share with the different companies. This is what you have to do. And for us, this is very, very important. So I think this is my first step of my first introduction. And I want to welcome on board Amster overseas who want to say something. Please, Mr. Matthew Ajou, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much for your introduction. And it's well awareness for the documentation session. Those people are with the documents for the reference letter and video preparation. We people are giving training for them again, and we are getting not only. And that's why today I invite you for the session to give them the proper idea about the embassy. And they are thinking that this is not a Schengen country. That's why the country is not evaluating everyone. The country is not giving importance for the documents. But the people thinking that Schengen country only, in Europe are verifying age profile properly, but it is not. The country like Albania, because I was going through the tension when I applying for this Subesh and the first candidate who landed there, because from the first document onwards, we are very keen, and the people who support us and those who given the proper documents, those who attended the interview properly, they are right now in Albania, and they're getting good salary, and they're getting overtime. And last day I was talking with the candidate, the welder Subesh. He's getting Indian rupee 5,000 as an overtime per day. So they're getting the better opportunity. I'm advising each and everyone, those who are here today, just coordinate with our documentation officers and the legal officers, and prepare your documents again properly, and set your video as per the instruction, what Mr. Richard said. They want to know your talent. They want to know what you are. The video must say that this is your profile. I want to be there in Albania. I want to work with you. I am a professional. And your attitude and the quality. I'm not saying that you must speak Oxford English. No need. What you know, just speak out. Just be loud. Just be active. When you participating interview, must be very, very intelligently, be with the honor with the interviewer, and give a proper response to them, and answer all the questions what you know. Maybe most of you are well trained and you have experience, but interview time, people are very silent. They're not speaking to the interviewer. So these are the main thing what I want to say. I will add Shruti, Gidu, he's the coordinator from the counselors session. She want to ask some questions to you. Gidu, please come forward.
Yes, thank you very much. Before to come to her, I just wanted to make one more point.
Okay.
This part I
Okay.
was thinking for the second step, but something that I noted, and I invite everyone, and this is very, very important, is sometimes in general, people are late in sending documents. And
Exactly.
for example, we had some cases, we had 3 cases that people, when we asked them to send us a photo for the Albanian embassy, they send us a selfie. So you can imagine on our side, I mean, we do the administration work, and we have a lot of things like you, like everyone. So I invite everyone to try to thinking, if you want to go to one country, you cannot send a selfie photo because you need to prepare in advance yourself, you need to go and make a professional photo which look good, not that you're smiling. Today government are looking into these small details, and this is very, very important. Then another point as well, back to the document, then after I will come of the interview, but back to the document, which for us is very important, is we know that sometimes that document are delaying. When we have the contract from the company and we send the contract to Amster send the contract to you. But then on top of that, we need more documents because for one reason or the other, maybe someone is married, so they want to see document of the wife or the children, etc. So I invite everyone to prepare in advance all these documents or police declaration as well. We need, it's not us, but the government asks police declaration. So that prepare in advance the police declaration. Do not make waiting the company who hire you to wait to receive the document in order that we can send this to the labor office, because there is a different part. The first part is logically to do the interview. The second part is to be admitted. The third part, when you are admitted, you receive a contract. When you receive the contract, we need to check other details, if you're married, not married, etc., etc. And then after the labor office ask us different documents, which we need to come back to you and say, we need this, and that. So sometimes it happens that the document arrive in 2-3 weeks later. So it's important as well, this document, to prepare everything in advance. It's better you apply in 1 week time, not today, and you don't have nothing ready on the backside. We even receive, can you imagine, we receive an application from a candidate, very good person, everything was okay, he received the contract, then what happened? We checked the passport expired in 6 months. So we had to go back to the company, apologize, because the candidate provide us a passport who expired in 6 months' time. So logically, obvious, we cannot hire this person. But again, there we had to work on this. We had to work on this problem. So what the webinar here today is to helping you to get a job to come to Albania. This is our aim. Your aim, Mr. Matthew aim, my aim, Bernarda from the visa office in Albania aim. So this is all our aim, that everything will be done in a professional and good way. But we need your support. And is no need to send us documents who are photocopies or selfie or fake document. We are in 2024. Every embassy is looking inside in detail on every single document. Back to the document, Bernarda, I will give you just maybe if you want to add something, you have to unmute yourself, Bernarda.
Okay, hello everybody. During the time that we were working with Mr. Amster and Richard, we have seen all this kind of problem that Mr. Richard just said. First of all, when I interview all of you, some of you were part of, I check a little bit the list of the people that are here, and some of you have done the interview with me. I can't be very slow during the interview or very good person in the interview, because I have to protect even the owner of the company that is working and is checking for you. In the same time, I have to protect even you, because I take this responsibility for you. During the time, when I ask you about your job, believe me, I have taken a lot of information for the job, and the videos were totally, you have to change all the videos. And from Mr. Amster, from the Amster company, I need a little bit to check them before, because sometimes all the videos are sent to me in the same way. In the same way, everybody knows that is a fake one, or somebody doesn't know the process, and I have to ask all of you. And if you fail, I cannot help you. One of the cases that with Richard that we have just talked, it was one person that just said that he has 6 months of experience in doing one job. I am not checking, I'm not mention the name of the job. And he doesn't know nothing about them. He doesn't know the tools, he doesn't know the process, he doesn't know nothing. We can help you if you are very prepared, if you love this job, if you want to come in Albania. But if you don't want, and with your representation, you fail, I cannot help you, and all of us, we cannot help you. In the same time, I have a lot of lateness in sending the letters, sending the documents. I cannot help you all if you are not sending me something very professional. Even in the presence of something, even in the interview, some of you, during the interview with the owner, some people walk in the street and make the interview. Can I hire you, or can you hire me if I am just walking in the street and doing an interview?
Yes, we had this case. We had a couple of these cases.
Yeah, we had a lot. But if somebody of you can hire me, if I am just, I don't know, doing my makeup or doing something, do you want to hire me as a, I don't know, as an assistant or something? I don't think so. So really, we really ask you to be very professional, because in Albania and in Balkans, you have a lot of competition. You have people from every country that want to work in Albania as people that go from Albania in another country or in another place. And the competition is so high. And I am just taking the best of you. And from all of you, if I interview all of them, I'm just taking one, because he's the best. So is the competition. During the competition, you are going to do the best. And doing the best, it means that I have to be serious in the interview. It's true that everybody said that I have to be myself. I know, but we have all our lives that we are not being ourselves. We are living the life of people want. So we have to do this. I have to ask you about the process. I am not interested to know what kind of hobbies do you have, what kind of things do you like. I am interested to ask you only the process. But if somebody doesn't know the process, please don't lose our time.
Thank you, Bernarda. This is something very, very important. When you apply for a job, you need to apply for a job that you can do, because it's logically, when we do the interview or when we have the company who do an interview to you, you must be able to answer them. This is something very important. Sometimes we have the case that people do not know how to answer. And you have to put yourself in our position. We are in the middle, and listen, the owner, after everything is finished, calling us and say, hey, Richard, hey, Bernarda, but what kind of work you bring here? They cannot even cook. This is just an example. This is very, very important. I make an example. We had cases that people, we had very nice case. We had beautiful case. We had people we hire, etc. We are not here to, as everything in the world, we don't speak of the good thing. We always speak about the bad things, of the good is done. But now here today in this webinar is to explain you the importance to prepare the documents and to prepare yourself for an interview. For example, if you work in the kitchen, you have to dress like in the kitchen. You don't have to dress like you go out in the evening with your friends. This is something very important. Is someone asking you what you can do in the kitchen? What is your performance? You come into Europe, you come into Albania, which is Mediterranean food. So you prepare yourself a little bit mentally as well at home, how to cook Mediterranean food. Don't come to an interview and just say, I'm a chef and I can cook Indian and Asian food. Logically, a 4-star hotel or a 5-star hotel in Albania will not hire you. You should come and say, I logically can cook Indian food because I'm from India, but I have as well experience in cook Mediterranean food, and I can do this, and that. So as a chef, you can train at home, how to do different type of kitchen. I mean, this is something that I invite everyone. This is in refer of the kitchen. In refer of other job as well. If you hire for a carpenter, you should know what is the job of a carpenter. Because in some case, we had a candidate who just was mute. They just say nothing. They just say, hello, my name is, this is my passport number. I have 2 sons. I like to play soccer. No, okay, it's fine. You like to play soccer. But we need to know what you can do on your job, not us, but the company will hire you. I hope this is very, very clear. Back to Amsterdam. Mr. Matthew, you wanted to introduce your colleague.
Yes. From us, Guido is the senior counselor and manager, and she has some doubts and clarification for entire community who are participating today.
Yes, please. She can come on board.
Guido, please come forward and ask your doubts.
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Good day to everyone. Hope you're doing good.
Yes, we are doing very, very good. Thank you very much to come on board today. Thank you very much. I hope everything is fine. How can
it's really our privilege that we are having you both on board, and we have been gaining many informations from the session what we are happening now. So it's really our privilege. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
And it's really a good experience that we have been gaining with working with you. We have also planned many things to come forward with, as you said, regarding the documentation part and the preparation for the interview. All those stuffs we will be taking more care into it. So now we are planning for few doubts which we could have a discussion with you, so that we can also help our candidates also to correct with their informations. So we would like to know, like you said, regarding the document preparation part.
Yes, please.
And we also understand the importance of preparing the documents according to the requirement to make the interview successful.
Yes, correct. Please.
In connection to that, I would also like to know, when they prepare for the experience letter and the reference letters, you showed a model stating the reference letter.
Mm-hmm.
So we could either give it with one firm or more than that is required, maybe to prove the efficiency in the work.
Yes, I mean, we have to understand following. Let's make a case study. I think it's always better to make a case study. Let's take these 2 gentlemen who now are here in Albania, the welder. Let's make these 2 as a case study. I mean, the performance of the video was excellent. So I remember when I received the note from Mrs. Bernarda Rossi, that she saw the video, she said, wow, these are very good performance, because you can really see the work, you know, and immediately as well, the company who will hire them, they check and say, wow, this is what we need. And I presume after 1 minute interview, not even 1 minute, the company owner, if I remember well, because I was part of this interview, they say to the daughter, because I remember the daughter was there, she said, oh yes, I think he's good. You know, you can see that. So we need this type of people who give this security to the owner. This is only the video, but the video is the first part. The second thing is the reference letter was very clear, and we received a letter from the company he was working in India, who really indicated that he was working, I think, since, if I remember well, since over 12 years was working this company. And so the company really gave a good reference letter. And I know as well that they checked from Albania, I think all the labor office, all the government check with the company in India if Mr. Subesh or the other gentleman was working there, okay? And in the other hand, the company in India confirmed this, and they say, yes, he was working here, and we had a very good, was very pleased to have him in our company. So this was matching, everything was perfect, you know. Then what we noted as well, I take this as an example. We always have to take some good case study to make everyone clear. You notarize this document in a good way. So the document was very clear, was, you know, the document was not photocopies, but was very, very clear PDF. The photo they send them, they send us photo, passport photo. The passport was valid long term.
Richard, can I just stop you? Just the certification should be notarized.
Yes, sorry, the certification.
Okay.
Yes,
just
sorry.
the certification.
The certification.
The reference is checked.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. I'm not doing the administration work, Bernardo is doing this.
Okay,
but
I am helping you, don't worry.
Yeah, thank you. So the certification was, okay, fantastic. But to make a long story short, this was very important. So the document we received was very clear, everything was very clear. And on top of them, they was very fast to provide the additional document requested by the labor office and from the Albanian embassy. Because I remember, I presume one of them was married, and he had to provide additional document. And I think in 1-2 days, they provide this document. So these are a very important step that we need to follow today. And this is it. I mean, this is all about the document. And logically, during the interview, these two gentlemen they speak. I remember maybe one person, I just share my screen one more time. This one with the violet, he was a little bit shy, but you can see him. I remember his video, but he was a bit shy. His English was not so good, but he was fine. He was able to explain what is his job, what he's doing.
And even now he is very shy, even at the job.
Even at the job, which is okay. Yeah. There is absolutely not a problem. But
they have 5 days that have started job. So okay. Even now they are shy.
But the other one with the blue, he was more active, you know, you can see him, he was laughing, and they was very secure about their job performance. And this is all about, you know, and then logically the Albanian embassy, when they check with the company in India, they saw, okay, everything is genuine. And this is all about. Ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. That was clear. So now next thing is like we have few candidates who are already on process. So they would like to know regarding the preparations for the interviews. You had said a part, definitely you have guided us on that. One is regarding the product knowledge, right, sir?
So let me explain this part as well. So now we had to work a lot for the seasonal job, which now finish and start to work on the 1st of June. The majority of the workers start to work on the 1st of June. So all the other ones who are pending at the moment, there are two reasons why they are pending. The first reason is because the Albanian government at the moment is overflow of requests of visa, overflow. So we had to wait a moment because unfortunately, or let's say fortunately, Albania is a country who welcome a lot of workers. I'm talking about 40,000, not 100, 40,000. And the problem is the worker in the Albanian embassy. They don't have, let's say, enough worker in the administration department. So for all these reasons, we are delaying at least 2 months, because of this reason, because they cannot catch with all the requests at the moment. And the same is for the labor office in Albania. We was not expecting this logically. We was expecting a much fluent process in 3-4 months, but it looked like some other country, we have to go into the 4 and 6 months application process. And yeah, this is the reason. I can explain you why as well. We have to go to the 4-6 months. Because Lithuania, for example, Lithuania is another country in Europe. They closed down the visa process for 11 months. Poland closed down for 10 months. Malta, very rare to get a job opportunity. So I don't know if you're all aware, but last weekend, or you can Google as well, there was the European Parliament. So there was a lot of going on over here in Europe, new politics coming up. So in the last, let's say, 30 days, every country in Europe stopped a little bit because last weekend was the European election. I don't know if you watch the television or you can Google, you will see this. So let's say, I think this is more a political situation at the moment over here in Europe. Logically, we all know what happened in Ukraine at the moment, and I don't want to go inside in this debate, but this is something that delayed everything at the moment. So we presume that from the 2 to 3 months, we have to go for the 4 to 6 months timeline when someone is doing an application. If the application is done from the candidate, we on the backside, we have the jobs available, but there is no time at the moment to go to the second step, to the labor office, because they are overworked. And we just follow the indication of the Albanian government and say, calm down, relax, take your time, don't stress us. We have to go in this way. We cannot press the Albanian government because if we start to press them and put under pressure government, we all know that we can stop to work in this industry. So we have to go with the flow. Let's put it like this one. Now we had this election on the weekend and it looked like everything is settled now. And so this is the answer is for the people who already registered that we need more time to process just because the Albanian government is overworked and they don't have enough staff to work in the administration department.
Okay, sir. Okay. So the next thing is, what can be the categories on high demand or the opportunities which we can explore for Albania?
Can you repeat, please?
Like the job opportunities that we can explore in Albania.
But the job opportunity that we can explore in Albania, we had different, and I want to share a little bit my screen one more time. So let me go here. So this is the job opportunity. As you can see, we have a lot of different jobs which go from carpenter, electrician, agriculture, fastenery, clothing fabric, warenhouse, solar greenhouse worker, welding position, galvanist. We had body shop car, boat polish, and These are all the jobs available. These jobs are available inside in our application form, which we send to you. So I presume you will share this with your contact.
Sure.
Okay, this is just to come back to the jobs opportunities. So we have many jobs opportunities, not only one jobs. Can you, is okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir. That's
Okay.
audible.
Okay.
I'm clear with it.
Good.
Yes, sir. So next is regarding the process time. As you said, it's taking some time right now. But
Yeah.
as you said, we should be patient for the informations to be upgraded from the government of Albania.
Yes, the first step is we have to wait for this. This is why I say we have to calculate 4 to 6 months. When someone applied, let's say someone applied today in June, you have to calculate January 2025. Very simple, to make a long story short. So for the one who apply in March, we have to calculate the 4, 6 months. This is what we have to calculate today. As I say, many countries in Europe, they decided to close the visa process, like in Lithuania, 11 months, I just mentioned before, in Poland, 10 months, in other countries as well. So we go with the flow. Logically, when we have an excellent worker with a good document, etc., we try to push as fast as possible. But we can only be on the line with all the other. Is not much. It's not that we have some people inside in the government that can say, okay, this candidate has priority compared to other.
Correct, sir. And also, we should be also sure that our documents are clear cut so that by the time it opens, we can push all the documents on the right time.
Yeah, but it's
Right,
not.
sir?
But it's not that it's closed. No, it's not that it's closed at the moment. It just we
No,
still
sir.
have,
The
we
lag.
have many
It's a lag.
pending. We have many pending at the moment as well
Correct,
from
correct, sir.
company.
Not close in the sense like there's a small lag in the process.
Yes, exactly. Because we have from your company some pending. We are waiting for a decision. Can be today, can be tomorrow, can be next week. We just have to be patient. This is the situation we are in at the moment.
Okay, can I add something?
Yes, please, please,
Okay.
Benata.
If someone is rejected, we have to wait just 3 months and to reapply again. The idea is, if we are rejected, it means that something wasn't good. So we have to improve it. Improve this person, the documents or something, everything that is wrong with the documents is mostly, not the person as an individual. So we have just to wait and he can reapply again for a visa section with another company or maybe the same company, because if he or she impressed the company, they are still wanting to take him or her. So we have to wait just 3 months and reapply again. So never lose the hope to apply, never lose the temper, because we know it's not by us, it's by the government. Everywhere the government are the same. They have their interests. We are workers and we want to work as everybody want to work. So we just improve ourselves. It's better for everyone. Don't lose the temper, don't be sad. It's not the first time we are going to go in the second time. We want to take this opportunity the second time. Sometimes we have failed a lot and we have been successful the fourth time or something. Even in the interview, during the interview, if everybody is called for an interview and they are not accepted by the company, it doesn't mean that they are not applying for another company, because it depends from the company. For example, I need a welder that knows 1, 2, 3, but you as a person, you know one process, but I need this person that has 3 of all of them. Why not? I can improve in 3 months and start again.
Yes, this is something very important what Bernardo just said now. But there are 2 points that we should consider here. The first one is it happened that several candidates need to do 2, 3, 4 interviews before to be hired. So I invite everyone, when they receive an interview, it can go good, it can go bad. Okay, we go to the second interview, it can go good, can go bad. You prepare more for the third interview. I have 3 kids. One of my kids had to do 11 interviews before to be hired. 11 over here in Switzerland. So not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 11. And I can tell you the frustration when he came back home. Every time he said to me, I'm a loser, I will not find a job, my life is very bad, I don't know what to do, etc., etc., etc. And I always say to him, don't worry, it was not the door open for you, not this door. Maybe for you will open a window, which is much better, which the view is much more beautiful. And it is always a reason why you're not hired on this position. It's always a reason. But he improved. So I remember when he got the 11 interview, he was dressed perfectly, very modern, very elegant, very nice, very smiling. But he learned. He needed 11 meetings to learn how to present finally in a good way, and how to speak in a good way, and how to perform in a good way. This is something very important for all of you. It happens sometimes that we recall the candidate, please, can you come on board tomorrow, 1 o'clock, we have an interview. And we receive a message like, oh, but we already had an interview last week. Okay? So you need to change as well here. You need to understand that in order to be hired, it takes time. And as well for rejection, it can happen that, a government will reject you for one reason or the other reason. It can be one document. It can be that maybe the company called at 5 o'clock Albania time in India and no one picked up the phone. Maybe it was not, no one was there at the time. It can happen. But it doesn't mean, I mean, 3 months, waiting 3 months is not a long in life. I mean, 3 months is, tomorrow is already September. Today is the 12th of June. Tomorrow is already September. So you can reapply easily. I mean, life goes on. You know, you can prepare yourself. You can organize yourself, prepare more documents, more professional, a better CV. Maybe talk to the company that you was working in India. Say, listen, I will go to Albania. Please make sure that the telephone number you put here, that someone pick up the phone when they call. If you receive an email from
This
the
is very
Albanian,
important, Richard. This
for
is
the
very
Albanian
important.
government.
They are all checked.
Yes, make sure to reply to them. This is very important. I mean, these are something that I suggest everyone work more on yourself. This is fundamental. I have a Mr. Sunir. I think he's a candidate who put the hand up. Mr. Sunir, please come on board.
Hi, sir. Thank
Hello.
you. Hello. Sir, may I ask you, I already applied for maybe 3 months ago, but I don't know the process still. They or started my application or still not at start. I don't know that one because I already sent the video and my CVs.
Yes. Fantastic, Sunir. I have about 1,300 files in my desk. I don't know your file personally now.
Okay, I know.
But I can tell you something, Sunir. I don't know if you hear before. I would just say that we are in a situation that we depend from the Albanian government until they will, let's say, move on with the job. At the moment,
Which profession is he? Richard?
yeah, at the moment we need 4 to 6 months to with every single candidate. We cannot manage this in a 3 months time. It's impossible because the demand is so high on the Albanian government. So it's good that you apply in March, and now it's in June. So you have to be patient until it's your turn that you will be interviewed by the company. So for what the job did you apply, Sunir?
I applied for the kitchen helper. When I talked to my that Amster agent, he told me he will if you want to go fast, he apply for the general category also. Because I have experience in restaurant. I applied for kitchen helper.
Yeah.
But when I asked my my agent, yeah, he told me I will apply. He will apply for me for the general category. it is easier to go faster.
Okay. No, but logically, he did his job in a good way, but unfortunately, it doesn't depend from him as well, because it's always the government in the end who decide when is the time to give out the visa. We have, I think, around from your company, if I'm not wrong, from Amsterdam, I think we have about 25 pending at the moment. And they are pending since about 1 month. So we are waiting until they will get the visa so we can move on with the second part, you know. I understand this, but you don't look like help waiter. What you did? What did you study, Sunir?
Now I'm resigned because when I applied that job, I am resigned.
Your voice disappeared. Your voice.
He's in mute. Okay.
You got.
Now, can you repeat, please, Sunir?
Now I'm not doing work. I already resigned 2 months ago. I'm
But what did you study?
at home right now.
What did you study, Sunir?
I studied +2, means higher secondary.
Okay.
Then
How
yeah,
old are you?
I am 34.
34.
I have 34. I have 10 years experience in Qatar
In
as a
Qatar.
restaurant.
In a
Yeah, in
restaurant.
Qatar. Yeah,
So you was working
in the
Doha.
restaurant. Yes. Yeah, I was working in Doha.
Okay, fantastic. And wow, I've been to Doha as well several times. Nice, nice. So you
Mhm.
was working in the kitchen.
Yes, I was working in the kitchen.
Good, Sonia. Okay, I'm sure that you will have some jobs over here in the Balkan area or Albania or any other country. Just so you need to be a little bit patient at the moment because, as I mentioned before, the Albanian government is a little bit overload of jobs or of work. So this is the only thing I say is just be patient. Not much we can do at the moment.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you.
I got it.
We have another one,
Yeah.
Mrs. Sufil Shah. Mrs. Sufil Shah, please come on board.
Yeah. Hi, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good. Hi, how are you, sir? And also, ma'am, hi.
How can I help you?
Yeah, sir. I'm applied for the driver job. Can you say something for the driver job?
Yeah, for the driver job, when did you apply, sir?
Sorry, sir.
When did you apply?
Almost 3 months finished. Yeah.
Yeah. So the same story as well for you. I mean, at the moment we are waiting that they will release the second part of the visa, and as soon as they release the second part of the visa, the Albanian government, we will start with the third part. You know, we have to go step by step because, as I mentioned before, the Albanian government is a little bit overload of work at the moment because they have so many requests. And they just tell us to slow down a little bit, you know, that I say, okay, you know, we need to cooperate all together, you know, to understand when is the time, because we don't want to make them under pressure, because if you make a government under pressure, you know how it works, then they will say no to everyone. So we need to be very patient, very calm. And this is it. Not much more I can tell you at the moment.
Yeah, because my PCC also finished in 3 months. Its validity already 6 months. That is why I asked.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sufil. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Thanks.
You're welcome. Yes, you know, Bernarda, this is the timing where we all have to be patient and waiting where we get the visa, and more jobs interview will be done. I presume the majority of the job interview will restart in September, because now we have the summer season over here, which will start in about 2 weeks, and this is one of the point as well over here in Albania is a summer season now, not in India. So everything closed down. Let's put it like this one, usually in August, correct, Bernarda?
Yes, in August, and we are not going to apply anymore for a seasonal job.
No, absolutely.
We are going to apply only for 1 year job, 2 years and more.
Yeah. So I presume the majority of the job interview will restart in September 2024. Maybe some will come here inside in June, July, but
some of them, they can start even now. Some of them.
Some of them. Ah, okay. Some of them. Okay. great.
Not all, but as we retried again, we
Yes.
are just opening places for 1 year contract.
Yeah, this is very important for you to understand, Sufil and Sunir as well, and to other one, Yadul, etc. Is that we will hire through the company working together only from 1 year after, so 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, not seasonal jobs. Seasonal jobs is a little bit complicated over here in Albania, so we decided to move.
Everywhere is not only in Albania, even in Italy or some other places is a very problem because the time that you have to apply is so short and everybody just go in the same time or in the same day that you are applying and in the same time that is very crowded files. So most of them, they lose it. Is everywhere, is not only in Albania, everywhere in the world. We work with other countries and it's the same. With seasonal job, sometimes we are not successful in people.
Yeah.
And is the problem of the government, is not ours. We want to hire all of you because in Albania for now, and even in Balkan, as Richard said, we need people. All Albanian citizen has immigrated in other places, so we need people. And we need good people, to tell the truth. And during
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
during the interview, sorry?
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Ma'am, you said regarding the seasonal visa opportunities, right, ma'am? So that's actually for 6 months.
Yeah.
What if they need to extend? If suppose it's going good and if they want to like extend, what is the next procedures they'll have to follow for it?
Okay, I have to say something. For seasonal work, as they have a crowded place and not everyone can just take the information or take the visa in the right time, it passed the time. For example, we have some pending, and during the time that we have some pending, on the May, the job has started. So the tourism has started in Albania or everywhere with the time that is right now. And the candidate is still pending in the embassy. So
Okay.
definitely, even the hotel or the restaurant or I don't know, or the resort, they don't need them if I get the visa in June or in July, because they are working just 3 months. You understand me? For
Correct,
this
correct.
reason, we are just skipping the seasonal job to be secure. But for 1 year, it means even that I apply for a visa and if I have lateness in the process, I apply to start the job in June and I get the visa in July or in August, is not a problem because you can start the job and we can push the months.
Understood.
And if you want to work another year, you don't need to go back in your country, but we start the contract and everything from here.
Okay.
That is the idea. For this
Clear,
reason,
clear.
we want to stop seasonal, not that we don't want it.
No, it makes sense.
Clear.
I think for workers who come to Albania, if they come for more than 1 year, is more interesting for them as well.
It's
I
for
just want-
everybody, even for us, but it's the government that we depend from them. Every country depends from the visa section.
Yes.
Clear,
That
ma'am.
is the idea.
I mean, the important is to understand that we are in a situation which we are considering after speaking with the government of Albania to only hire staff to stay here for more than 1 year. Very simple. And because the work process for these seasonal jobs went to 1, 2, even 4 months for the visa. So as well, if people receive the visa now in July, they come here for 2 months work or 3 months, it doesn't make sense because after 2, 3 months, the visa will be expired. So this is the point.
And we have another problem here, Richard. When people just, when all of you start the job, they try to change their job during the time that they are coming here. And this creates a big problem for us. For
Okay.
example, you are working for me and you try after 5 months or 6 months to go in another job because you have friends in Albania. Because other people have arrived in Albania before you, and they give ideas to their friend. Why don't you go to work in another city? Why don't you go to work in the other company or something like this? And this is a problem for us. So we have to convince the company that you are really wanted to stay there and you can work even 2 years because as we need people. And in the same time, you are paid. In the same time, you have the accommodation. And in the same time, some of the company offer food. So a lot of expenses are just
Yeah.
are just
Because the company, when they hire someone, they usually pay the air ticket. They will reimburse the air ticket.
yes, they
So
reimburse them.
they pay the health insurance. They pay the accommodation. So it's very important that work.
No, it's a big, sorry, Richard, it's a big expenses even for the company. And we have to make them sure that you are not leaving. We have to make sure that you are not going to another company. It's not easy to move from another company to another company because you are registered, just to say for everybody, you are registered at the office immigration as you are working for me or for this company or for this company. You cannot move from my company to another company. You don't dream to move from another company to another company because it's impossible and you are going to stay in the middle of the street. And in the same time, because something that's happened here, and for this reason we have this kind of flatness, if you are just arriving in Albania to work for me, that I am not, it's not me, it's another company. If you are working for this company, you are going to stay to this company because they pay a lot of things for you. As for Albanian citizen, it's impossible. Nobody pay the rent for me. I pay by myself, or the house, or the food, or everything. So you are getting more money than Albanian citizens. You are having the reimbursement of the ticket, you are having the accommodation, you are having the food, and all of this, after this, most of the people, what they do? They let this job and they go in another company, but it's impossible because the police, they know where you are registered, what are you doing, where are you working, what are you working and everything. And Albania is a small country and everything is understandable and we understand everything. As I can come to your country and you understand me, or in your city and you see a different face, I am different, and you see me and you understand what am I doing. I'm going to the shop, I'm going to do something, I'm going to drink a coffee, I'm going to do something. So that is, the life after work is always beautiful here. And okay, you are coming for work, you are not going to spend a lot of money because you are going to help your families. And but you have the possibility even to live as an immigrant.
Yeah. What I want to point out, to everyone, we had between April and June.
Yes, it's provided.
For your company, for Amster Overseas, I don't want to exaggerate, but out of the blue, I just checked it now, we had about 175 interview with candidate. So this was only possible because of the cooperation of Amster Overseas, which always, we stress them all the time to stress the candidate to be on time. And I think this was excellent. We did a lot of interview. We keep doing a lot of interview. And this is what happened. So this will continue like this one. We will have a lot of interview as well in the future. So for the one who already registered 4 or 5 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, just be patient and wait until it's your turn. There is no need to stress and put pressure on the hamster. It doesn't make any sense. Opposite, it will create only problem. Because if you pay a registration fee, you pay for something that you believe, you pay for something that you are considering a new opportunity in Europe. You will be having the possibility to be hired from a company. It takes time to do an interview. The same is in India. If you're looking for a job, you don't get a job from today until tomorrow. It takes time. So I invite everyone to be a little bit patient on this part and do not put people under pressure, because we are a serious company. We hire a lot of people and we are working in a very professional way with AMSTER Overseas and with other organizations around the world. And AMSTER Overseas is working in a very professional way as well. They always help as well candidate to come to the office for the interview. I remember many times AMSTER Overseas had 5, 6, 7 employer in the afternoon, especially on Wednesday and on Friday, coming for an interview. So it will continue like this one. It's just a moment now that we need to wait until the Albanian embassy is give us a little bit of a red light. And this is part of our job. And it's not that you put us under pressure that something will be changed. So I need everyone to be calm, because if you are under pressure with us, we are under pressure with the company. The Albanian government is under pressure. There is no good. There is no good. So
we are all under pressure. We want to help all of you, and at the same time, is our profitable to take all of you, but is the government that is impeding us. Is not the company, or is not me as a company, is not Richard, is not everybody. We depend from the laws, and to be honest, the laws should be respected. In the same time, some of I just read some chats, and if we are not informing you after an interview, it means that you are not chosen. And that's the point. Or sometimes, as we said, as we had a lot of interviews that weren't good in your presentation, I am just talking about some people that just write in the chat. It means that your presentation wasn't good. It means that you didn't make a good impression to the company. And definitely, we all know, if you don't like something, are you going to buy it? If you don't like something, are you going to eat it? If you don't like something, are you going to take it? No. So it's always how you sell yourself. You have to sell yourself in the best way. If you are very well prepared, definitely you are chosen, as the people that are chosen, in fact. It's better to say that I don't have experience. If you want to help me, it's another thing.
Yes, but we cannot have this.
But it's another thing. It's better to say, I don't have experience. But everybody understands when somebody is lying to us. And in the same time, we don't let a good impression to the companies in Albania. And we had this problem with some of you. Not all of you that you are here, but with some of you, we had this kind of. A lot of people were just laying the coach and making an interview for the work. Do you mean, what is this? I'm very embarrassed, in fact.
Now, this is another important point. When you will be hired by a company, at least over here in Europe, when you do this online, you can logically be on the couch. You cannot show up with your mobile phone. No, it doesn't work. No one here in Europe will be hired. No one If he show up with a mobile phone, if he lie down on the couch, if he's sleeping, if he cannot speak, if he's too shy, doesn't work. At least over here in Europe, and I presume as well in India. I went to New Delhi many times, and I know if you want to be hired, you have to be with a computer like this one today, well-dressed, shaved.
Maybe not everybody has the computer, but
I understand, but
they can stay with a mobile, but in a good looking and in the good way.
yes, but you know, Bernarda, better than me that
I know,
it's
but
not us who
during-
will hire the people, but the company. When the company owner sees someone with the mobile always moving, you know, I make an example. We have Albin Anthony now with us here on top on the left side. Albin is a good person. I can see well dressed, etc. But this
Yeah.
example, his mobile is always moving like this one. Logically, if I will be an employer, I will never hire him. Logically, I mean, we have to understand how an employer will hire a person. So very important, if you don't have a computer, you have time to organize yourself, to go to your cousin, go to your uncle, go to your mother house, go to your brother house, go to your friend house. You have to organize yourself. As well, internet. Sometimes happened that we had an interview and internet was not good. This is well a problem. We need to, people not even know how to put the camera on. Is as well a problem. So for us, it's important you come with a computer, with good connection. This is very important as well. If you're there on time, if you are there on time, I can see today we had people who arrived 1 hour late. Today we had a webinar, we had people who come 1 hour late, even 1.5 hours late. We still have people who just come inside now. They will never be hired, never. You can pay so much money for registration fee, but if you are not ready to present yourself, it's only your fault. And no one will give you the money back because it's your fault. If the meeting is 11 o'clock, you have to be there 10 minutes before 11 with a computer, well-dressed, no noise around, excellent internet. I mean, this is the basis of everything. We had before a gentleman who worked for 10 years in Qatar, in Doha. He has a reference letter. I just checked in the meantime. Very good. Everything was very clear. Fantastic. These people are easy to hire, very easy to hire. Just we had the problem now with the Albanian government who is a little bit overworked moment, but it can happen. But it's always the summer season like this one. Over here is summer season, so it's always logically government overload of work at the moment with the visa, but it's part of the situation. But on your side, you need to work more on yourself, much more. I have 3 kids, as I mentioned before, kids, 31, 27, and 24. But I need to push them all the time. All the time I need to push them. Make sure that they are on time, that they are well dressed, that they are giving a good performance. The video that should be shown from you should be excellent. This is all about. I mean, we have your help, we can hire you, not we. The company that we are working together will be able to hire you. Okay, so, and the timeline is now for Albania 4 to 6 months. And everyone will have an interview. It's just a matter of timing now. So it's very important that you understand that we had on the last weekend the European election over here in Europe. So the last 30 days, Europe was a little bit up and down because of the war in Ukraine, because of the European election. You can go on Google and check this. You will find all this information. So now the European election is done. It's over. Back to business like before. Let's put it like this one to make a long story short. So I want to invite Amsar Overseas to come on board one more time. And then I think the webinar will finish now.
Yes, sir. So if anyone else is having doubt, you may also clear with sir, because this is an actual platform through which you can have a direct interaction with our team. So any
Hello.
others are having doubt? Yes, Albert.
Yes, I would like to ask something. he told me earlier that it will take about 4 to 6 months for the visa process, right?
Correct.
Okay. The visa process starts after the interview and after signing the contract. Is that correct?
After
Yes,
signing the contract, if you are chosen, if you take part in the interview, if you are chosen from the company, we send all the documents that you have to sign. During
Okay. After the interview, after the contract is signed, it will take about 4 to 6 months. And I think I've been waiting about 4 months for an interview, and there is no updation about any interviews.
because
So
maybe
if,
for
my question is,
maybe
how long should I have to wait?
okay, because maybe for the process that you applied, maybe we didn't have the request. Maybe you didn't, you weren't chosen because the documents of yours doesn't look so good.
Well,
So
I have asked
when-
my agent if my documents are correct or not, and he said there is
Okay,
no
you
problem
have
with my
applied
documents.
for what, please?
For driver job,
For what?
Bernarda,
driver,
Driver.
for
Okay.
construction site driver.
Okay, Richard.
Bernarda,
And it's already been 4 months, and yet there is no confirmation of the date of an interview, nothing yet. And now you have said that it will take about 4 to 6 months for the visa process only. And now I'm confused. How long do I have to wait if I get the job in the first interview itself?
okay. Can I reply to you?
Of course.
Okay. Now, if you come to me like this, you come now, you will never get a job from me. I promise you. No.
Okay.
Number one, you are too arrogant. Number two, listen, can you listen to me? Number two,
Yes, of course, I was listening.
Number two, you show up with a mobile phone, and if you come to a job place with a mobile phone, you will not be hired. So first of all, you have to calm down and be kind when you speak to a lady. And this,
Okay, I'm not doing so because I'm a little bit scared, you know.
Alvin,
I
can you please
haven't
give
no
some time
experience.
for sir to revert back to your query?
Okay.
Please
Okay.
wait. Let him give you an answer.
So Albin, I understand you are a little bit under stress now because you did not have an interview. It's fine. I understand this, and I'm feel very sorry for you that you didn't have an interview at the moment. But it doesn't mean because you did not have an interview that you will not receive one. Okay. And there are many reasons why you maybe did not have an interview. The reason can be based on the document that you sent, because some companies are now evaluating the different jobs. We sent all the documents to different companies. So the human resource office, they're looking into different candidates at the moment. And until now, you was not be chosen to have an interview, but this doesn't mean that this will not happen in a second stage. So this is part of the world of job, you know. It's not because you send this 4 months ago or 5 months ago that you will be hired. It doesn't work. This world, unfortunately, it doesn't work like this. I'm sorry to you, but it can even happen that you have to wait 9 months until that you will be hired. There is no guarantee in the world that someone who send a CV will be hired in 3 months or 4 months or 6 months. There is no guarantee. No one in the world can guarantee this to you, not even in India. And this is a situation. Now, if you ask me personally, I say, I'm happy, and you know, I will look into your document myself, Richard Affolter, today. And when I'm saying today, I do it today, and I will make you a report. And this report, I will send this to you, Albin, and to Albin overseas. And I will tell you my position on this. And I hope that you are so good. One second, we have someone who.
Mr. Joy. Mr. Joy. Joy, your mic is on. Can you please mute the mic?
Just a second.
Sir, please continue, sir.
Second, Albin, wait a second. Okay.
It's clear, sir.
Fantastic. Yeah, now it's okay. Okay, so sorry, Alvin. I would just say, I will look into your documents today and I will be able to give you a report end of the day by email. So you can have a look into this and I will write you as well the reason that you was so far not called for an interview. But be positive. I only can tell you, be positive, have a positive mind, and you will be hired. Because if you are like this strong, like you're with me today, and you was with Bernarda before, then you must be good in your job as well. I hope so. I will look into
Well,
the
sir,
video. I will look into the video you send me. I really want to see the video and everything. Then after I can give you my comment. Before I cannot give you, until I cannot see the cake, I cannot tell you if the cake is good or not. You agree with me?
okay. Yeah, of course, sir. I was
Okay.
not trying to be rude, okay? I
Okay.
am not used to speaking English a lot, so maybe that's
Okay.
why I am a little scared.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, no problem. But I invite you, you speak very good English, so I invite you, you're a young man, and I invite you as well that maybe work a little bit on this, because in Albania we have equal, women and men are equal, okay? Same. There is no difference. So you have to understand, if you come to Albania and you speak like this to a woman, it doesn't look very good. And if the one who will hire you is a lady, doesn't look, don't. You will never get the job. So you have to relax, calm down, be kind, gentle, and the lady will love you. Because we all want that you find a job, Albin, like everyone else here today. And I think that let me look into your file and I come back to you by the end of the day. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Can I add something, Richard?
Yes, Bernardo, of course.
Okay. Albin.
We have boys. I have 2 boys as well, so I know how is it.
No, the idea is that if we don't call you or if we don't send you an email, it means that you are not proper for the company that is looking for a worker right now. So we are looking for another company. We are looking for another company for all of us and for all of you. It means that the document that you have sent, the video that you have sent, this company doesn't need you, but need 2 other people, maybe Kiran, Sriam, Amar, because they have experience in something or in something else that you don't have it. Do you understand me?
Yes, of course.
It doesn't mean that you are not hired in another company. It doesn't mean that you are not hired in another company. For everybody, even Pravan that is just writing right now, and I am responding to him. I'm telling to him something right now. He was the man that was talking with me and the owner of the company lying in the coach. If you don't understand yourself, what are you doing? Definitely, what can I say? Can I offend you? Is it good to offend? I can tell you that you are not proper, you are like this, you are like this. We are going to have a fight together. If we are going to have a fight together, nothing we are going to resolve, nothing we are going to save, and to do nothing. We don't have a solution. It's easier to raise my voice. It's easier to raise your voice. It's very easier. Maybe we can have even fight. But not only you, for everybody. The problem is that if we don't choose you, it means that you have something that missed for this company. It missed for another company, but you are good in another company. So it means we have 3 companies that want drivers. Okay, you are not cool. It means that you miss something. We let you apart, but you choose in another point, in another stage. We choose you in another stage. But believe me, everywhere in the world, if we are working from other countries because you are not in your country. And I think that everybody of you are not successful with the first interview, even in your country.
Thank you, Bernarda, to explain this part. I want to point out some more point. I mean, I just noted down some stuff. First of all, if someone already had an interview and he did not receive the contract, is because he was not accepted. Very simple.
Was not accepted.
There is no other clarity. When we do an interview, some will be hired, some
We
not.
have said, Richard,
No.
during the interview with all of them, with all of you, we tell you, you are waiting our reply. If we don't reply, it means that you are not chosen, but we are sending you in another company or to do something. But we cannot teach everybody of you how to take part in an interview. Major part of the candidates has done a very bad interview, believe me. For this reason, we are just here. We want that everybody of you make it good, but I cannot teach you. I hire you. You have to be, you have to teach them yourself in your place.
Now, as Bernardo say is, we hire people, we hired a good number of people, fine. But when we hire someone, we always inform Amster overseas. We say, this person receive the contract, they receive, and Amster is send the contract to the people. Very simple. When we have 10 candidates in an interview, 5 are hired and 5 are not. So we tell Amster, these 5 people are hired. They will receive the contract in the next 10 to 2 weeks. Perfect, done. Our job is done. Then after Amster is informing you and say, you will be hired from the company that you had an interview. Very simple. The other one who will not receive a response is because they are not hired. Very simple. Maybe I can add one point to Amster, maybe in the future, just inform them that they will not receive a contract for this company, but doesn't mean that they don't have a second opportunity. As I mentioned before, some candidate 1, 2, 3, 4 interview. I remember one guy said 5 interview. In the end, he was hired. So this is something very, very important for you to understand. So maybe this is a small point that we can say to Amster, inform them that they will not be hired. But Amster even doesn't know this, because from our side, we tell them these 5 will be hired. But then maybe 2 days later, we send another email and say to Amster, hey, we have another one who will be hired. So it's always very difficult. I invite to understand, if you don't receive a confirmation from Amster for this particular interview, is because you was not hired. Very simple. So don't get stressed on this. Just performs on the second interview much better. This is something that I want to say here. Then someone else had an interview about 1 month ago for housekeeping. Yes, if you was not hired until today, it's because when you had the interview, for some reason, you was not hired. Very simple. So you have to wait for the second interview. Now, many people ask me when the greenhouse solar interview start. When the greenhouse solar interview starts, so it's not us to decide, but it's the company who receive your documents. You have to understand, company receive your documents, receive your CV. They will say, okay, I'm interested in this, and that. We receive an email and we inform our partner around the world and say, we want to have these 3 people for solar greenhouse. There is not a date that we say on date 27 of June is the solar greenhouse interview. No, it's opposite. We need to have your documents, and then after, when we check your documents, if they're okay, we forward this to the company. If they are not okay, before we send back to Amster an email and say, we need more information, we need a better video, we need this, we need a certificate better, we need a reference letter better, we need a valid passport, we need a police clearance, etc., etc., etc. So let's say that 75% of the case, 75% of the case, we have to go back to AMSTER and ask for correct document, because unfortunately, many times the document that we receive are not on the level that I showed before, CV, reference letter, and video performance. So I will invite everyone to work more on the video performance, like I showed in the beginning to all of you, the reference letter as well, and the certificate that has to be notarized. Many times we receive documents who are not notarized. When we receive documents who are not notarized, we cannot start. Very simple. It's like you send a document to Coca-Cola in Atlanta, and you send a CV, a selfie, an old passport. What Coca-Cola is doing in Atlanta, they just take it and put it in the bin. Very simple. We cannot always teach you how to prepare a reference letter, how to prepare a CV. This is your job. If you're looking for a job, you have to make sure that the video performance you send to us is not the same like your friend. We receive several times videos which are exactly the same like your friend. It also makes sense. Try to understand this. So we invite you to work on yourself, and we are hiring people all the time. We're doing interview all the time. When will be your time? You will receive from us an email, from us from AMSTER, and they will say to you, this is the interview date. It can be tomorrow, 1 o'clock. It can be in 1 week time. It happened many times that we call AMSTER in the evening because the company wanted to have the meeting tomorrow. And we just stayed there and said, wow, and now what we do? Okay, send to AMSTER an email, say, please urgently contact the candidate, make sure they're ready for tomorrow. So this is how it works today. And again, we hired a lot of housekeeping people, waiter and help kitchen and all this stuff. A lot we hired during this period, and we will hire more. But just we need your cooperation. This is why we have the webinar here today, to explain you all the small details which help that you will be hired. And yeah, I think this is it from my side. The lady from AMSTER, if you want to add something.
Yes, sir, sure. So I think the Sujit is also having a doubt. He has raised his hand.
Yes,
Can I go ahead?
Mrs.
Sujit Kumar.
Mrs. Sujit Kumar, please unmute yourself.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good, sir. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Time for lunch.
Actually, I have a doubt. So I've been applying for a seasonal work visa for Albania.
Yes.
So I just want to ask you that for the seasonal work, the company will hire people only on a peak time, right? Or seasonal time.
Okay. Yes,
So,
thank you. Is this all, or have any more questions?
Yeah, actually, so if the season, I don't know what is the season time in peak time in Albania. Actually, I'm a hospitality professional. So if the season is over, so should we have to wait until the next season? That is, I don't know the season time in Albania.
Yeah.
The company need not staff in the season. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you just jump inside in the last minutes, but I don't know if you was part of the first hour. I don't know when that you jump inside, but we was explaining that the seasonal job is finished. Okay. It's finished because they start to work on the 1st of June and they will finish on the 30th of October. So seasonal job is over. So now, from now on, we only hire people from 1 year up.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know. I hope you understand this point. But I did not understand. You have been to Albania before?
No, not yet.
No. Okay, maybe I misunderstood. Okay, perfect. So there is no seasonal jobs anymore. It's finished. They started.
All right.
The seasonal job in Albania start usually middle of May until the end of October. Okay.
Yeah, that is a season,
So
right?
people who provide us the document in October, November, December last year,
Okay.
In January, they was hired now for the seasonal job, but now seasonal job is over, and now we are focused on application from 1 year and up, which in the end it's more interesting for you as well, because if you have a visa for plus 1 year, when you finish 1 year, you can automatically renew the application process for the visa.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, have a good day, sir.
Bye. Okay, Amster.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much, sir. I think it's all done. We have got many informations which I think we should also take care while preparing the candidates. So we'll consider all the points what you have shared today, and in the part of document preparation as well as a client preparation for the interview. Everything we'll be taking care, and we'll be coming back with more good profiles as well. And expecting to get an interview very soon. Let the government also support us with all the things, and so you will be also able to support us with the rest of the proceedings. So, yes, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we have a more interview coming up next week, and in 2 weeks' time, we will inform you as usual so that you can inform the candidates. And I want to thank everyone to come on board today. I think it was very good. We went a little bit tough today, which is good sometimes. But we explain you how everything works over here in Europe. And we are looking forward to meet other candidates to come to Albania, like the one that we welcome from Amsterdam Overseas last week, who they are now working as a welder in Albania. And they started this week, Bernardo, they started this week, correct?
Yeah, I think
Correct.
Yeah.
because we need some welders, so
Yeah, they started this week, and we arranged the pickup airport. So as you can see, we have our team there who pick up the worker at the airport. And
they are now accommodated in an apartment
yeah,
with a kitchen, and if they don't want, they get 120 euros for food, or they can cook by themselves. The house is near to their job, so they don't need transport. It's very good,
perfect, perfect.
and the house looks very good.
Really?
Because I was a little bit concerned about the house, but it was good.
Good, 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 good. And what about the job?
And the job they have started, and we have to say that it's different. They need a little bit training to understand what the company does, and it's normal. Everywhere we work differently. If I am coming to your office, definitely I will learn how you work. So everybody should learn and train a little bit for the job, but they told me that they are okay for now, but they are so shy. So it is this connection between men and women. I think that they have this kind of thing. But the owner, that is the lady, was very pleased.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I think we finished the webinar today with this nice picture from your people, and I wish everyone all the best. And I'm looking forward to welcome them over here in Albania. It will be my pleasure to welcome all of you. Logically, work on yourself.
Logically, we want to help everybody, but they are going to help us. We need this.
Sure, sir. Sure, ma'am. Definitely. Really privileged to have the session. It was really very worthwhile for us, and definitely we'll take care about all the corrections that which we'll have to do.
We appreciate
Special
it.
thanks to both of you.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
All the best.
Have a nice day
Bye-bye.
to both of you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
See you in interviews.
Bye-bye. Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.